Yo, what is going on? Forza Milan. As always, we continue the Milan dailies. I promise I will do a Milan daily every single day, and I cannot break my promise. We got Joel in the house. What's up, Joel? How you doing, sir? Today's Milan daily. Obviously, we have to focus on the game. We have to focus on the game for tomorrow. It's going to be not too long of a stream, guys. It's not going to be one of those crazy streams like last night. It's going to be a nice stream. Just talk, relax, talk about Milan, talk about the game tomorrow, what we expect, what we want to see what Pioli said in his press conference, see if there's anything else that the media is saying regarding players, anything that we can link, anything we can opinionate about. So it'll be a nice, good, relaxed, chilled out stream about Milan. All right, guys. So speaking of that, let's get straight to what Pioli said today and about his conference. All right, so let's get straight into it and let's see what he says, because I have yet to see anything regarding what he said. Despite the many absences at Milan, the competition with the squad remains high. That was highlighted by Stefano Pioli during today's presser. Indeed, there's almost no certain starters in the team. Okay. Although there are usually a few certainties in this team, this number has now been disseminated amid the key absences. For the game against Genoa, the 11 was quite different, and there will be 6 changes for the clash tomorrow. Okay. In defense, Mattia Gabbia and Pier Kalulu might not be fighting with anyone currently, but they will once Alessio Romagnoli is back. Alessandro Florenzi on the right has already received competition of Davide Calabria, who just returned. Okay, well, this is good news, to be honest with you, so far. All of this is pretty good. As for the rest of the positions, bar the midfield tandem currently, Pioli has different options, and we have seen that lately. As said, the attack for tomorrow's game will be completely different from the one midweek. I guess we're expecting to see Ibrahimovic. Milan can do okay. Speaking about the healthy competition during his presser, read in full here, we're going to go to that. Pioli made it clear that no player is safe in the starting 11. Wow. All right. Milan can do without any player. It is up to the players to maintain the hierarchy. Wow. I love that, guys. I've never heard him say this. I think this is the first time I've heard him say anything like this. So, interesting. Milan can do without any player. It's up to the players to maintain their hierarchy. If the performances drop, there's another player ready to take over. If you want to play for Milan, make it as a starter. You must be ready. Guys, this is completely new messaging. Very interesting. Very interesting. This is an indication of growth, indication of awareness. You know what? For the first time, I think in his time at Milan, he has a team with a lot of starters. It's not so defined as it used to be. Now he has a lot of players that could easily start, and he's going to have to put him on the bench. For example, Rebic Leao, Florenzi Calabria, Gabbia Romagnoli Kalulu, Tonali, Bakayoko, Krunic, Benacer, whatever. Salamakers Messias, Diaz and Messias. I guess Diaz probably Diaz needs competition. Maldini's not giving him competition. Anyway, so let's see what he said about everything else here. Okay. On the eve of a clash between AC Milan and Spezia, Stefano Pioli spoke to the media at the usual press conference with a 100% record in 2022. The RossonARI will be looking to continue on that path. Milan faced Genoa earlier this week in the Coppa Italia in the Mickey Mouse Cup, and although they won 3-1 in the end, the game was forced to extra time. There are some things to improve, therefore, but also a lot of positives to highlight. Speaking of the usual press conference this afternoon, as cited by Milan News, Pioli shared his thoughts on the game tomorrow. He also spoke about the San Siro pitch, something that we spoke about, which has been heavily criticized lately amid many games played there. Good. Tomorrow, the team will have to help the central pair Kalulu Gabbia. Okay, interesting question. Absolutely, yes. We will have to play as a team. We face an opponent who has not conceded a goal in recent away matches, winning both against Napoli and Genoa. Damn. Wait, we're playing Spezia? Holy shit. We will have to have clear ideas. Then the performances of individuals are important, but the team enhances them in a certain way. Okay, guys, we gotta watch out. We gotta watch out. This team is in form. Napoli is beating Napoli is not easy. Will the difficulties of the first half of Milan Genoa be able to wake up the team? Stupid question. This question is dumb. It has to be like that. We have always shown that we are intelligent and responsible. We came from an approach that wasn't suitable for a match, and we know how important it would be to start with clarity and determination tomorrow. And as a matter of fact, Pioli gave him a no answer. Just a stupid question. Pioli just gave him a no answer. How soon will we see Rebic at his high levels? Decent question. He has had quite important problems. It will take some time, especially for someone with his characteristics who goes through tears and strength. Ante has to exploit every single moment. I don't think it will take long, but a little patience is needed. Okay. So he's saying that Ante is not 100% fit, guys. That's what he's saying. So I guess we shouldn't expect Ante to have a superlative performance. What is meant by fair profile regarding a defensive signing? Interesting question regarding the market. Ours is a shared strategy. We don't want to change so much to change, but to have players who improve the squad in terms of quality, presence, and depth. We don't want to take a player just to say that we have bought a player. Okay, very clear. Kalulu Gabbia are showing that they also are ready for important matches. If the right opportunity emerges, the club will be ready. Otherwise, we will remain like this. Tomori got hurt, but I hope he will miss only 3-4 games. Ooh, I like that, guys. I like the way he talks, man. Man, Pioli is right now is talking like a gangster, dude. He's talking like a boss. He is talking like a boss. Thanks, Atalanta. Right. Thank you, Atalanta. Inter messed up. We better not let this opportunity slip by. Good point. Hola, mis personas. Need a win tomorrow, heading into next weekend's derby della Roy. What? What's up, Milanista? We finally have competition for every position for the first time in a long time. Yeah, because see, missed a penalty today, guys. A lot to talk about when it comes to AFCON. We'll definitely talk about that. Spezia beat Napoli away. What? That was crazy. Diaz have no competition. That is why Maldini have to step up his performance. I think, Diaz needs a little bit more competition. I agree. Don Pioli. We got Nathan. What's up? How you doing, Nathan? Don Pioli is definitely changing his tone. I like that. I'm liking this a lot. In the left-hand side of Milan, Theo Leao, the best in Europe. Wow. Who the hell asked this question? Okay, let's see what he responds. These are difficult comparisons. Let's not forget Rebic. We are always very strong. Now, the opponents know us better, so we always have to vary our positions. Theo is becoming more complete because he goes more inside the field and alternates with Leao and Rebic. They're still growing rapidly and can improve a lot. They're already at high levels, but they can still grow. Awesome answer. He completely avoided responding that this is the best in Europe, right? He just didn't even talk about it. He went straight to their tactical impact. The conditions of the San Siro pitch. In this period, for the climate, the pitch cannot be the best. I don't think Ficaio injury is attributable to the pitch. Is being nice. There's so many games, there's no time for an intervention. After the break, we hope to play on a cleaner pitch to be faster. So, guys, after the Juventus game, there's going to be a 2 week of no calcio. On the squad, we recovered 2 players and we lost 2 others. Here we go, guys. On injuries. Injuries, always a big topic in the Milan universe. I have great confidence. We will have some difficulties in terms of substitutions. The team has worked well and is doing well, both mentally and physically. Spets are in great condition. We know our skills and qualities, and we have to play with confidence. So, another kind of dodgy question, a dodgy answer. He kind of dodged the answer, but he's saying that he has confidence that even with injuries, they can do well. What about Pellegrini? Guys, Pellegrini. What is going to happen with Pellegrini? He is certainly better, but I think he will be back after the break. So Pellegrini is not available till after February 6th. So almost a month, 3 weeks from now. He has quality, but he has had too little continuity in his work to show that. Okay. Aha. Brahim Diaz, guys. Now, this is a topic and a half. We win in Serie A this year, guys. Forza Milan. Well, we can definitely win the Serie A, that's for sure. Bakayoko Krunic double pivot. God save us. They should do well. I think they're going to do well. On Brahim, Milan can do without any player. It's up to the players to maintain the hierarchy. If the performances drop, wow. Ooh. Painful. Painful words. Milan can do without any player. Whew. Man, it's up to the players to maintain the hierarchy. If the performances drop, there's another player ready to take over. If you want to play for Milan and make it as a starter, you must be ready. This kind of seems almost like a push. Either it's a jab or a push or a little sting towards Brahim. I noticed a while back when Theo Hernandez had that penalty he had to take, and Brahim Diaz wanted to take it. And then there was that little scene between Brahim Diaz and Theo Hernandez. Pioli was asked about that incident and what he thought about it. Now, when I heard Pioli's answer in Italian right there live, it sounded like he kind of gave a little jab to Brahim. He said, no, the penalty taker is supposed to be Theo Hernandez, and that's just what we decided. Then on the pitch, it's politics, but the penalty taker. But the way he said it, because there just seemed a little bit of a little sting towards Brahim. And now, guys, look at how he responded to this answer. I want to hear the Italian question. And I want to hear the Italian answer to this. But this is kind of a sting towards Brahim Diaz. Milan can do without any players. It's up to the players to maintain their hierarchy. Do you guys think Pioli would have had this answer if the question was Ibrahimovic? If the question was Tomori? If the question was Theo Hernandez? I don't think he would have had the same answer. Interesting developments, guys. Very interesting developments. Let's see. On Tomori's recovery. If it were up to him, we would play tomorrow. Yes, because he's a champ. The surgery usually takes 4 weeks. The times are those. We'll see. The surgery went well. It's the first time that he has had an injury like this. If it will be 4 weeks or more or less, is too premature to tell. Okay, so yeah, guys, we just have to be patient and wait for tomorrow. On Florenzi. Florenzi, guys. What a player he turned out. What a player. It took some time because he had an injury. At first, I used him a little higher, but he feels better in the fullback role. He's very intelligent. From a technical point of view, he's of high level. Yes. Yes, guys. I mean, some people, some of you, he's okay. He's a very, very flexible player, applied and useful in both phases of a team's game. Very good, guys. This was a good press. This was a good press conference. Brahim getting dissed. Right. I think losing. Yeah, it kind of seems like that, right? It kind of gives you that feeling. I don't know if it's completely accurate, but it does give you that feeling. All right. 4 of the last 5 goals conceded came from set pieces. We're working on it. We need to improve with attention and communication. Is that a fact? 4 of the last 5 goals conceded were from set pieces? Wow. Damn. I hadn't noticed that. So we got to watch out for set pieces. On Spezia game again. If we play our football well, we will win the game. Damn. Wow. That's kind of overconfident. I like it. I like the confidence. That says he has a lot of confidence right now. The team does look like they have a lot of the team. Honestly, it was the Venezia game. During the Venezia game, it was apparent that the team has become aware of itself, right? The more you get, the more you grow, the more you're aware of your abilities. And against Venezia, we played such a professional game. All the players were totally professional from minute 1 till minute 90, and it seemed like there is a growth as far as awareness of strength. And it's coming out now even from the coach's words. If we play our football well, we will win the game. This is a words that Pioli usually doesn't use. So very interesting. There's a change in his tone. There's a change in his tone. They're going for it, guys. Milan is going for it. Milan is going to go for the Scudetto. They're going to go for the Scudetto. They're not going to hold back. Milan is not going to hold back. They have some weaknesses, and we must be good at exploiting the situation. Guys, I'm telling you, Milan is going to go for the Scudetto. They're not even thinking about it twice. They are fucking they're pulling back like a slingshot. Boom. They're going to go all the way, guys. They're going to go all the way. These guys are not fucking around. Repairing a match in the locker room at halftime. Okay, interesting question. The management of the interval is quite similar for me. Okay. I take advantage of a walk from the sidelines to the locker room to have clear ideas in mind. Okay. Then I give 2 minutes to the team. And then after the confrontation with the video analysis, I give some tactical indications to improve the game. Okay, nice. I like that. As if it wasn't unusual enough that it's on a Monday to okay, this is other stuff. Okay, interesting answer, giving us insight in how he operates. I'm always fascinated on how the Milan coach operates. It's always interesting. It's always interesting what they do. But okay, very interesting interview. Very interesting interview. I'm getting a sense that the team is ready to kick some serious. They're going to go for it. They're going to go for it. They're going to go for it. And to be honest with you, it's the right thing to do, because if we fight for the Scudetto, we will finish in the top 4. So might as well just fight for the Scudetto till the end. Not good to F without an out-of-form player. What benefit does this serve? I'm not sure who you're referring to. Why did Roma loan him out? He's far better than Karsdorp. Well, Florenzi was having issues with the management. There's issues with Florenzi and Roma. They definitely broke. The relationship broke. They better practice defending set pieces before intergame. If not, Bastoni and Skriniar will kill us. Yeah. It's the set pieces can definitely hurt you if you don't defend them properly. I think he fell out with the club and was loaned to PSG before us. Yeah, you answered your own question pretty much. The team is playing like brothers. Half of our players are gone, and we're still getting results. Yeah, well said. Forza Milan. Totti Brotta. Forza Milan from the skies. Nice. What's up, Totti Brotta? How you doing? I saw Inter today, and versus you, they're overhyped. Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about that. Inter Atalanta. Interesting game. I did see some of it. The goalkeepers were the protagonists of this game. Both Atalanta and Inter had opportunities to score. Good game of football. To be honest with you, both teams played a positive game of football. But honestly, I give a lot of credit to Atalanta, because Atalanta has 6-7 players that are not available. They have 67 players that are not available, and they still were able to tie against an Inter team that had most of its squad. Inter, obviously in Italy, probably the best team right now. Probably the best team. I don't think Milan is that far from them though. But Atalanta is up there too. Atalanta is up there as well. Musa was clutch for Atalanta in this game. Yeah, it was definitely a goalkeeper's game. He had some crazy saves, that goalkeeper. Best prediction: which center back is Milan signing? I would say Bremen. if I were to make a prediction, I think Bremen is going to be the guy that's going to end up coming to Milan. And I think it's going to be Bremen, and then Pellegrini is going to be part of the deal. Now, as far as January, I don't know. From what Pioli said in his conference today, it doesn't seem like they're going to sign anybody just for the sake of signing someone. So they're going to sign only if someone brings the level up. So that's what he said today. I think Bremen. I think what they're trying to do, the one that seems the most logical to me is the one with trying to get Pellegrini, buy him, exchange him, send him out on loan to Torino right now, probably, and then use him as an exchange with for Bremen. That's what I think is going to happen. Let's see. Inter's not overhyped. Inter have many good players. They're able to make 5 subs in every game and still maintain the same level of football. Listen, we have to be careful to say that Inter is overhyped and start to underestimate them, because numbers do not lie. At the end of the day, if we look at that table, the stats are still the same as they were when we spoke about them last. Okay, so I'm going to bring it up. You see it for yourself. But I think it is a big mistake saying that Inter is overhyped and Inter is nothing to be worried about. I'm going to say this, guys. I'm going to say this. Inter is on the verge of making the big step. Inter is on the verge of transitioning into a European powerhouse. It's just a matter of time, guys. It's just a matter of time for Inter. So don't be fooled by, let's say, underwhelming performances, right? Or whatever you want to call it. Got to watch out for Inter. Got to watch out for them. But I think I don't think Milan is that inferior, to be honest with you. I don't think so at all. All right. Okay. So let's get this thing going on here. Okay. So let's look at these teams and let's assess them through the lens of the numbers, through the lens of statistics, through the lens of achievement, pretty much. Okay. So here we are. Now let's look at the numbers. Let's look at the numbers, because the numbers tell you a story. They tell you a story, and that story is undeniable when numbers. Math is not an opinion. Math is facts. 50 points. They have one game less, right? Milan is playing their next game against Spezia, so Milan will be at 22. And Inter will still be at 21. Wins, both teams have 15 wins. That's pretty good. Both teams are the only 2 teams in Serie A with 15 wins. 5 ties, so that's 5 points. Milan has 3 ties, that's 3 points. But the one here is this one: only 1 loss in 21 games. Only 1 loss in 21 games. Milan has 3. Losing only once is big in 21 games. So this is not a team that is just being lucky or whatever right now. All right. So played home 10, 8 wins, 2 ties. They have been undefeated. Nobody has been able to beat them. Home. Away, they lost that 1 game away. I can't remind me which one it was. I don't remember. 3 ties, 7 wins. But look at this stat. This stat here is really good. 51 goals for, 16 goals against. Okay. These numbers here are Scudetto winning numbers. 51 goals for, 16 numbers nets. These numbers here are telling you we're going to win the Scudetto. Today, we're telling you we're going to win the Scudetto. Milan's numbers, they are, well, in this bracket, they're not even the second best. 46 goals, 23 conceded. Look, Napoli has scored less than us, quite a lot less, actually. We are the second team that has scored the most, but not by much, because Atalanta is just trailing us by 2. We have conceded 23 goals. Napoli is still the team in Serie A that has conceded the least amount of goals. And as you can see, we're still in that top 4 spot. So it matters. It definitely matters. Atalanta has conceded a good number of goals. So Atalanta, guys, maybe is not this crazy threat as we think it could be. Juventus 34-21. Juventus 5 losses, 5 ties, 12 wins. Look at our home. We have lost twice. Fiorentina, right? Who did we lose against? We lost against Sassuolo. We lost against another team. I can't remember who. And we lost against Fiorentina away. Yeah. So these numbers are not lying, guys. So I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say. Oh, Lazio, right? Lazio beat him. I wouldn't say that Inter is something that we should take lightly. Inter wouldn't be where they are if they are overhyped, correct? If they send Pellegrini to Torino, I think Roback is ready to be the third striker. Maybe. I mean, sure, he's there. He's available. I agree. Qualifying for the CL 4 years in a row helped them a lot. Yeah, exactly. Not the Mickey Mouse Cup. Yes, Roback for our third striker. Roback did look good. We're like a year behind Inter in our development. Yeah, maybe 1, maybe 2, somewhere around there. Overhype means not as good as everyone thinks. Not that they're not good. Well, some people think that they can beat Liverpool, for example. I don't know about that. I gotta see it to believe it. But in Italy, the numbers don't lie. Lazio is the only team that has beat them. Wow, Lazio. Interesting how that is. Inter's defense is very strong. Yeah, 100%. I think if Liverpool are to beat Inter, they will beat them convincingly. That could throw Inter of their pace, surely. I don't know. To be honest, I don't think so. I don't think Inter, if they lose the Champions League, they're going to. I feel that Inter is very comfortable in Italy, very comfortable in Italy. So I don't think the Champions League is going to be something that is going to throw away their focus on the league. But I'm more surprised with how Inter can have a full team all the time. You don't hear much injuries from them. Yeah, they never have injuries. Never have injuries. I mean, even players that used to play for us, like Çalhanoğlu, never have injuries. So whatever they're doing as far as that department goes is very good. It is very good. And that is one of the keys to their success. The fact that they're consistently never injured. And to be honest with you, I was very disappointed today because I was watching this Italian watch-along of an Inter Atalanta, and there was a Milanista, there was an Interista, and there was a Juventino. They're all 3 there. And the Milanista was making fun of Inter because all the teams Inter plays against always have a lot of injuries. So the Milanista was saying, Inter this, every time you guys play against someone, they don't have 5 players, they don't have 6 players, they don't have this. And I'm thinking, bro, dude, that's you should be complimenting them. That's a great that's very positive, the fact that they can actually keep on going over can go through a season without any injuries. That's a strength, that's a quality that we don't have. So the Milanista kind of making fun of that, I was like, oh man, you're representing us so poorly right now. Inter are using voodoo, man, I swear. Yeah, maybe they are. Joel, Inter have a juju. Moab, because they made 5 subs regular rotation is key, I believe. Possibly, yeah. I'm about to go on a trip to Haiti and fix it. What? Okay. The voodoo magic in Haiti. All All right, so let's see what else we had. So yeah, this press conference was actually really good. A very good press conference. Right? Sampdoria inquire about Milan outcast. Gianpaolo, guys, is back in action. Gianpaolo at Sampdoria, coaching Sampdoria, back in action. Okay, so let's see the probable 11. Magnan, Florenzi, Kalulu, Gabi, Hernandez, Bakayoko, Krunic, Salamakers, Diaz, Leao, Ibrahimovic. So this is pretty much the offensive starters are pretty much the first team that Pioli envisioned. Diaz in the middle, Leao on the left, Ibrahimovic in the front, and Salamakers on the right. Maybe Rebic was before Leao at the beginning, but it's pretty much that. It's our arrowhead. The arrowhead is there. It's the killer arrowhead. Bakayoko, Krunic in the middle. I'm expecting Bakayoko, based on the words of Pioli, Bakayoko will play as the lone midfielder, building from deep, while Krunic will play in a more advanced position and play alongside Diaz behind Ibrahimovic. And then Krunic will also do a lot of running because that's part of his game. He runs a lot. He will be running back on Bakayoko's line. Florenzi has been absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So hopefully he continues being Florenzi. Magnan is the boss of bosses. He had a little thing in his last game. Hopefully that was nothing. Kalulu, Gabbia, Pioli has said that he feels these two defenders are starting to be very reliable, especially Kalulu. Hernandez with that captain armband seems very fitting. He's playing very professionally. That duo Hernandez Leao has been absolutely super efficient these last games. You know, the team is confident. The team is ready to go. The team is ready to win. The team is flying high right now, guys. The team is flying high. So we just have to be professional. We have to be professional. We have to be confident in our abilities, and we have to face this game with the mentality of warriors that are trying to achieve an objective and wanting to win a trophy. They need to win this game because this is the kind of game that will win you the trophy. So they have to win this game. And then we think about Juve and Inter. Let's see. Napoli, we lost at home. Inter are lucky. Injury is something we can never control, so nothing to compliment about pure luck. I completely disagree with that. Theo better not get a yellow. That's scary. Bakayoko passing sucks. I think he's been doing actually pretty good. We got to see now. He is going to take the reins of the midfield, so that's a whole different ball game because Tonali has been given the time to do that. He's been given games where he was allowed to make mistakes because Kessie could come in and cover for him. Bakayoko has a much more difficult task because he has to take the reins of this game, but there's nobody to cover him for him. There's nobody to cover for him. We might see Florenzi go to the midfield later on in this game. We'll see. I think Baka is also only a couple yellow away from being suspending. Calabria is back. Calabria is definitely back. So it's just a matter of getting some minutes, and we'll see when he's back. Do I mean an Inter combined 11? Oh, that's a good idea. I'll do that. Algeria is last in their group. It's surprising, but we might get Benacer back earlier than we thought. Yeah, Algeria is not going to beat Italy's record, so that's a positive, I guess. I mean, it's whatever. And yeah, Benacer could be back early. I mean, it's not like I want him to be successful. You know, I wish him the best of success. So if he does come back early, too bad. You know, unlucky. Let's see if there's anything else of any interest here. Bakayoko lotta per la curva e per il diavolo. Yes, sir. Viagra ads. I don't take Viagra, guys. I don't know why I get Viagra ads. Okay, let's see what else we got. Why Milan won't rush to sign a defender? As reported by calciomercato.com, many names have been mentioned with regards to Milan's centre back pursuit, and quite a few players have been proposed to the club. The strategy, however, remains the same. Bremen and Sven Botman are the number one targets for Milan, and other alternatives will only be evaluated if they cannot get any of the two. Having said that, the world knows that the Rossoneri need a centre back, and this isn't exactly helping. Paolo Maldini and Enrique Massara don't want to feel like they're under the gun during the negotiations. Therefore, they have decided not to rush things while relying on Matteo Gabbi and Pierre Kalulu to get the job done on the pitch, acting less desperate. Opinion piece, pretty good. Not bad. What is this? What is this? After missing out on the last Coppa Italia clash due to a suspension, Zlatan Ibrahimovic is expected to be back from start tomorrow evening against Spezia. And for the AC Milan striker, there's another record on the table. Okay. The Swede managed to get on the score sheet against Venezia and thus becoming only the second player along with Cristiano Ronaldo to have scored against 80 different opponents. Wow. And tomorrow, wow, that's crazy. And tomorrow he could overcome the Portuguese star. Amazing. This was highlighted by today's edition of Corriere dello Sport, stating that there is another record on the table for Ibrahimovic. In addition to the aforementioned record, the striker also hasn't scored at San Siro since September against Lazio. That's been too long. As said, Ibrahimovic should get the chance from the start tomorrow as Oliver Giroud almost played the full 120 minutes against Genoa midweek. The Frenchman bagged a wonderful header to save Milan, so he seemed to be in good form. Well, guys, look at that. Not bad at all. Hey, Roy, what is the probability that we sign a center back in January? Not good. Not good. But not because we can't, but because the squad is going to, first of all, do a signing only if it improves the team. So they're not going to do a signing just for numbers, as for example I suspected. But the messaging is pretty clear. They're going to get a defender only if they think it will be completely necessary and the right person will appear. They seem to have a lot of trust in Kalulu and Gabbia. Romagnoli is back. Tomori will be back in a few weeks. So that's what Pioli said in his press conference, that he has a lot of faith in his players. And if the opportunity comes to get a player that will increase the level, like a Bremen, like a Botman or something like that, then they'll get another defender. Keep it up. You're putting in great content for us. The Milan fans, Forza Milan. Thank you, Raul. Thank you. Really appreciate it, bro. Thank you. Okay. Benacer could return to Milan earlier than expected. So this news here, I'm not a big fan of it. I don't wish Benacer to have a bad tournament. I think that would be wrong to do so. Also, it wouldn't be good for him. It wouldn't be a good experience for him. Ismail Benacer is currently on international duty for Algeria at the AFCONs in Cameroon, which obviously isn't ideal for AC Milan. However, it seems the midfield could return back to Italy rather than expected. Given Algeria's group, they were expected to at least advance to the next round beforehand. But with 2 games played, they're stuck on just 1 point, and the danger of not making it through is now very real. So they have no choice but to win the next game. They opened the group stage with a disappointing 0-0 draw against Sierra Leone, and earlier this evening they failed to score again as Equatorial Guinea won 1-0. As a result, Benacer's side are last in the group with just 1 game to go. They will talk. Oh, we're going to do a watch along of this game. We're definitely going to do a watch along of this game. They will take on Francais and Ivory Coast on Thursday, and a loss then would confirm the disaster. For Milan, on the other hand, this would be a huge bonus as Benacer would fly back to Italy early. Guys, we're definitely going to do this watch along, Benacer against Ivory Coast. Also, because it's a good opportunity to put some eyes on this AFCON and see how the teams are playing, if they're good, and what the players look like, and so on, and to see Frankesi take on Benacer. So very interesting. Frankesi could send Benacer back home very soon. Let's see what happens. Best Milan channel on YouTube. Thank you, my man. Why are there no more transfer news nowadays for Milan? It's been dry. Well, Alan, you bring up a good point, and the reason one could answer that is because of some things that Maldini said. Maldini, in a previous interview not too long ago, actually, he said it before the Genoa game. So his last interview, he said that Milan is working in the shadows and they want to keep it that way. And he also said that a lot of the things that you're hearing in the media, some are just not true. So we got to really take the defender stuff with a grain of salt. They're working in the shadows. They're busy. They're not telling anybody what they're doing. So these journalists are getting little bits of information from people that are probably working with some operations here and there. They usually talk to agents when agents walk out of the building, and they usually use that moment to talk to agents, and they get bits of information. And then you have journalists like this Fabrizio Romano, and you have journalists like Di Marzio that seem to have connections with the people that work in the agencies, and they spread information out. So we got to go by what we know for sure. There are two names that we know for sure Maldini has said with his own words, with his own mouth. Bremen and Botman are both two names that Maldini has not said we're not looking for them or we're not interested. He made it clear that there's interest in these players. But he also made it clear that they're working in the shadows. So many of the things they're doing, we don't know. And some of the things that are coming out are just probably not even true. We'll probably get another center back that no one has heard of. Yeah, that is very possible. That is very possible. Fossa RossonARI, love your channel in this community. Thank you, Team Melli 91. Thank you. Equatorial Guinea, my Spanish-speaking brothers from another continent. Wow. Okay. Cool. I didn't know that. Kessie did miss a penalty, correct? Poor guy. Maldini said everyone shut the F up. Yeah, pretty much. Mustafa. I don't think Botman is possible. I think Botman is very, very, very difficult because you have to take a player that is playing in the Champions League. Very difficult, guys. Very difficult. Always been dry. We didn't buy no one. Current Milan is not going to go crazy for a player. Look at Piontek, a player bought in Mirabelli area. He failed in Germany and currently on loan at Fiorentina. Yeah. Also, these were another thing that Maldini did say. He said, don't expect Berlusconi era kind of signings. Right now, the club is working on sustainability, so we have to buy players with a certain way of doing it that is limited by their financial capabilities. But what they're doing is really good. So Kessie versus Benacer on Thursday, and that big news. And that big news also on Thursday on the 20th, right, Roy? Wait, what? And that big news. Oh, you're talking about the 20th. You're talking about how Pellegatti said that the market will ignite on the 20th. So Pellegatti said that the market will ignite on the 20th. Let's see. I think that's what you're referring to. Okay, so we did touch on Florenzi a little bit earlier. Yeah, let's see what he says. This season, the number 20. Well, let's see what the press says about Florenzi. The press, meaning Isaac Muller, This is an opinion piece, guys. This is an opinion piece by Isaac Muller regarding Florenzi. So let's see what he says. Ever since Davide Calabria got injured, Alessandro Florenzi has got more and more paying time. Nice, Isaac. Very nice. Very nice. For AC Milan. In the most recent games, in fact, the experienced Italian has been a key player for the Rossoneri. Okay. This season, the number 25 has made a total of 19 appearances for the club across all competitions. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Look at how many games we played. 21 in the Serie A. We played 6 in the Champions League and 1 in Coppa Italia. So essentially, he missed he didn't play 8 games. Is that it? 6 plus 1. Yeah. No, 9 games. So he missed 9 games, but he played 19. Pretty bad. Pretty good. Pretty good. For the club across all competition, he also missed 8 games due to injury, meaning that he probably could have gotten even more playing time. There you go. I should have just kept on reading. It's only in the last 5 games or so, though, that he has managed to find his groove. With a free kick goal against Empoli, he won over the fans, and it was been an upward trend since then, with solid performance in both phases of the game. Look at this. Florenzi getting good press from the Milan journalists. Speaking during his press conference in earlier today, which you can read here, Stefano Pioli praised Florenzi for his event performances with Milan. He also revealed the player's favorite position. Okay, we read this earlier. It took some time because he had an injury. At first, I used him a little higher, which he can still play, by the way, but he feels better in the fullback role. He's very intelligent. From a technical point of view, he's of high level. He's a very, very flexible player, applied and useful at both phases of the team. We need to definitely get this player. Can Florenzi play center back? I've never seen him play center back, to be honest with you, so I cannot answer this question. Could he play center back? I mean, I guess we could all have an opinion on that. He has the intelligence to play center back. Does he have the attributes? I don't know. We know Calabria can play center back. I think if you have to adapt into the center back role, he would be able to do it. So, yeah, right. Milenkovic. I hope Milan try to San Paulo. Oh my God. Me too, man. Me too. Florenzi needs to stay here after his loan expires 100%, Joel. 100%. I wish Dybala might be too expensive, though. Dybala is asking Juventus for 10 million. So in order to renew for Juventus, Dybala is asking for 10 million, which is a lot, right? Obviously, we don't pay our players 10 million, not right now. And I don't think there are any teams in Italy that would pay Dybala 10 million. So either he brings down what he's asking for, which is a possibility, you know, it's just a negotiation tool, or there is a team already in Europe that is already offered him that kind of money or a little bit less, and he wants to, or he just wants Juve to match that offer. If these are the prices that Dybala is looking for, these are the kind of wages that he's looking for, I don't think there's anything Milan can do to convince him to come to Milan. Now, the talks in the media right now have been regarding him possibly going to Inter because of Marotta. Marotta has a good relationship with him. Inter, as we said earlier, Inter is on the verge of becoming a European reality. Inter, guys, unfortunately, I say this with a broken heart, but Inter is just a few steps from becoming a real serious European power. So, for example, it is possible that Dybala will end up at Inter. It is very possible. Marotta has a very good relationship with him. The Juventus fans have completely broken with Dybala. If you pay attention to what the Juventus fans are saying about Dybala, they're all saying that the reason why Juve is playing like crap is because of Dybala. So they're throwing stones at the player. The same way we threw stones at Romagnoli back then, they're doing that right now at Dybala. You guys saw that Dybala didn't even celebrate his goal. You see his eyes after he scored that goal against Udinese? He looked pissed off. He didn't celebrate. He didn't do the mask thing. He didn't raise his hands. He just walked back to the middle, looked at the stands. I wonder who he was looking at. He said he was looking at a friend, but I really wonder who he's looking at. Yes, exactly. He was staring at Nedved. That's what I'm thinking. He was staring at those seats over there. So the story with Dybala can be very interesting. If Inter snatch Dybala, it's going to be a very, very interesting Inter coming up. I think Dybala will go to Inter. We can't afford his wages. Yeah, agreed. Dybala is on crazy wages now. We're not in that type of market. Correct. Very well said. Pioli said recently Florenzi is very, very flexible. Twice. Did you see him? Yeah, I did. I would rather put the salary that Kessie is asking into Dybala and try to settle at 8 million. Oh, you know what? I'm all about that. I would not mind that at all. That's a pretty good that's a pretty good deal right there. I would be all for that. I was watching Inter versus Atalanta this morning. Both teams are on a very high level right now. There's an assured calm and confidence in Inter, even when Atalanta had very good spells. Yes, Yango. I saw it too. Even though the game was 0-0, it was a good game of football. Like both teams were playing football. Both teams played took it very seriously. And Atalanta, you got to give a word to Atalanta. They had literally 6 players missing from their starting lineup, and they still played that well. Atalanta is an exceptional project. Gasperini and that management, they're doing wonders. Who would have thought they would become much better by losing Conte? Nobody. Honestly, I don't think anybody. The best midfield of this era who left Milan for Inter last year was substituted today before minute 70. The best midfield of this era who left Milan for Inter this year was substituted before minute. Çalhanoğlu. He had an okay game, actually. Çalhanoğlu had an okay game. Dybala is a diehard United fan and is 28. I don't think that is true. Argentina's always going to Inter. What the F? Yeah, they have an Argentinian connection. Zanetti, Lautaro are 2 right now. His last big contract. Dybala's injury record and Milan Lab is a match made in heaven. Very true, guys. Very true. All right, let's see here. So they're asking for Ibrahimovic to go back to Sanremo. I think this year, Ibra, no, don't do it this year. This year, Ibra, you have to keep on trying to focus on the Scudetto this year. I don't think Ibra will do it. I don't think he'll do it. Because this year, the Scudetto is a reality. Last year, it really wasn't, to be honest with you. Okay, Ballo Touré has recovered from COVID. Guys, do you believe this? Do you guys believe that he actually recovered from COVID? He got COVID like a few days ago, and he recovered from it just a few days later. This one is suspicious to me. This one is suspicious. Trust me, look it up right now. Dybala is a diehard United fan. I've never. Okay, maybe. Okay, I'll take your word for it. Yeah, this Ballo Touré has recovered from COVID after 2 days of having it. Very suspicious. Very suspicious news reports coming out of AFCON. And the behavior of some of the referees and the way some games have been conducted and some interesting moments in AFCON. So Thursday we'll talk about AFCON. We'll get into AFCON and it'll be a great opportunity to talk about AFCON. Ballo is built different. Yeah. Ballo Touré had COVID for like 10 minutes. Right. Yeah. Could be a fake positive, maybe. Can go after diehard Sancho. You want Dybala too? I don't know what to believe with COVID anymore. Recovered after 2 days. He might have carried it, but not sick. I just don't know. I honestly don't know. Like, maybe he had it, and then the team was like, "Listen, just say he doesn't have it." You know. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Ballo Touré is just. I need a new left back. Kerkez, where are you? Man already has Bruno unless Dybala wants to play as a second striker. Okay, so let's see what other news reports we have. I think we covered almost everything here. Everything of interest today. let's look at some Serie A news. Let's see if there's anything interesting happening. Well, I guess let's do this one here. Last Milan piece of news for the day as far as Milan. Then we'll go look at the Serie A, maybe a little bit of Europe. Samuel Casillas has been on the brink of leaving Milan for quite some time now, and although his summer move broke down at the last minute, there have been surprisingly few links this month. The Spaniard, who has struggled with an injury and COVID this season, hasn't played that much for Milan this season, and his future seems to be elsewhere. His contract will expire in 2023, and he's making 2.5 million, I believe. So he's got a very good contract at Milan. So I think it's very difficult to lure him out of the squad. So this Rossoneri can still get some money from him. According to Nico Schira, Sampdoria are interested in his services as their soon-to-be manager Marco Giampaolo appreciates the winger. Now that makes sense. Giampaolo had him when he was a coach of AC Milan. The question is this going to entice Castillo? You got to really think about it. Castillo has an excellent contract with AC Milan, and he knows that it almost feels like he will accept being the third choice. Like he's okay if they have to call him in dire moments, emergencies. He'll play one game. Both games he played this season, he actually had key plays that helped the team win 3 points. A very weird parasitic relationship that we have with Castillo. Very strange situation. I feel sorry for the guy. I thought he's a professional. I always liked him as a player. So, of course, I don't think he should be our winger. I think we need better, but it's a very strange situation what is happening here. In fact, the Genocide have asked for information on the number 7. Sampdoria lost against Torino last night and is now being widely reported that Giampaolo will replace Roberto D'Aversa at the helm of the team. Only the official announcement is missing, and perhaps Castillo will join the manager. Okay, so new name that links Castillo away from Milan. All right, let's see if there are any interesting reports about Serie A. Anything that maybe, any headlines that could catch our attention? Inter working to secure signing of Sassuolo's Davide Frattesi, okay, ahead of Roma, Juventus, and AC Milan, Italian media report. AC Milan will accelerate their center backs pursuits as 3 targets dominate. Bremen, Botman, and who else? Benacerco returned to Milan sooner, so this is more Milan news. Manchester City have shown concrete interest in Rafael Leao. So, guys, as we are here talking about the Milan universe, and then you have the fan there, the Real Madrid fan talking about the Real Madrid universe. You have the Manchester United fan talking about the Manchester universe. The Man City fan is talking about the Man City universe. And in the Man City universe, they're talking about Rafael Leao. So let's see what they're saying about our player. Sportsmole.co.uk. Manchester City have shown concrete interest in Rafael Leao. By the way, Rafael Leao was asked what he thinks about the contract situation, and Rafael Leao did have his answer was like, we'll see, we still have a lot of time. We will see. So he didn't say, his messaging was a little bit ambiguous. The 20-year-old too has been impressive has been in impressive form for his Italian club during the 21-22 campaign, scoring 7 times and contributing 5 assists in Holy crap. Really? I didn't know this. He scored 7 goals and contributed 5 assists. So right now he's at 12 goals, contribution of 12 goals. Wow. If he can continue on this form, he will be doing Berardi numbers. Damn. Leao still has 2.5 years left to run on his contract at San Siro, but there has recently been speculation surrounding his future. According to Sempre Milan, which we were just on, Man City have shown a concrete interest in the attacker, while a number of other Premier League clubs are also said to be monitoring his progress. Leao joined Milan from Lille in August 2019 and has represented the Italian Giants on 95 occasions in all competitions, contributing 20 goals, etc. The Red and Blacks have allegedly been in talks with Portugal international agent for a number of weeks in the hope of reaching an agreement over a new deal. Finishes right there. Okay, guys, so this is an example of clickbait. There you go. Matt Law, congratulations, Matt Law. You are good at baiting clickers. Congratulations. So Sports Mo is nothing else but clickbait. I don't understand this kind of journalism. This kind of journalism makes no sense. No sense whatsoever. Let's see. Evening, Ollie. Benassar coming back to Milan in a week. Inter and Atalanta dropping points make this a great Sunday. Coming in strong. Raul Singh Dybala would fit in at LAM or Ram with Mata and Lingard. But not when Ronaldo's in the team. That's okay. So you guys are talking about Dybala and Ronaldo playing together. Cassi's not leaving until his contract runs out, probably. Probably, yeah. He saved our ass against Verona and Udinese. Take number 7 from Samu and give it to Leao. He does have a number 7. Bro, Samu got COVID to not get sold. Both Genoa and Sampdoria sacking their coaches. Damn, yeah. Prometheus is going to suffer from the Casti curse. Samu is better than Kessie. Damn. Really? Even Man U fan. So we're talking about... We need to keep Rafa for at least another 2-3 years. Oh, man, even more. Even more. You don't have any right to point fingers at people supporting a team that we love. Leao admitted that they were talking with Maldini. At least managers are moving up their negotiations. So, yeah, we definitely know that they're talking to him. We got to see what happens. We got to see if they can secure him. Alan, we play 4-2-2-2. What are you on about? And we wouldn't. He got a free. Okay, so... because we're trying to trade pick our better players at clubs with more money. I mean, why? Yeah. If you were a shark right now, you would probably go to Milan because Milan is building some real champions, and our wages are low. They're not competitive like other teams, so Milan could be a good squad to pick out players from. Why is there a 2-week break between Serie A match day 23 and 24? I think it is international. International. It's the internationals because Milan is playing Juventus on the 23rd, and then they're playing Inter February 6th. So there's an international break. Man, I really don't want to end up being a selling club. I don't think we will be, man. We'll see. We'll see. Who decided to give you P as a man? What? All right. National break. Yes. Okay, so let's see what's going on in the world of Serie A. And let's see if there's any interesting information, any new scoops, any new news. Serie A. Juventus made shocking decision on Dybala's future. So we kind of touched on that. Inzaghi's assistant, Inter don't want sterile possession. Juventus close to adding another attacker in their squad. Who's this? Let's do latest news. Okay, who is this? Juventus close to adding another attacker to their squad. The player is Sardar Azmoun from Zenit Petersburg. Never heard of him. Okay, so that's who's linked to Milan to Juve right now. Inter midfielder Hakan Çalhanoğlu with Turkish international teammate Mario Dimara. Good to see you, brother. We had a nice moment together. Napoli share a sarcastic tweet congratulating Atalanta and Inter on their entertaining 0-0. Napoli being salty. It serves, actually, it's a good result for Napoli. Atalanta 0-0 Inter Milan. Visitor missed the chance to go 4 points. D'Ambrosio, we could have won, but a draw was a fair result. Juventus makes shocking decision over Dybala's future. Okay, a lot of that. Ancelotti, my players have won so much but remain so committed. Ancelotti being criticized a lot in Real Madrid because of his style. Shevchenko is officially sacked just after 11 matches. Anything else here of any interest? Too often we score in the start to defend more. Dybala criticized his team. The Dybala saga, guys, right now is money. It's money. After the game, he criticized the team. He said, the team just doesn't play football. Like, we score a goal and then we stop playing football. Damn. Definitely words that Allegri wouldn't be happy to hear. Dzeko racially abused by Atalanta fans. Not good. Not good. Too often we score and then start. Yeah, read that. Probable Milan purely reversed to recent league starters. Roma won today. Roma won. Çalhanoğlu says Inter more of a team and ready for Atalanta now. Mourinho feels Zaniolo lacks the confidence to score goals. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow. International break in January feels kind of weird. Also, how dumb are Bologna for not appealing for their first match versus Inter? Provinces 21 takes time to adapt to league. Sancho. They're looking at Sardar Azmoun, but it doesn't make sense. Roy, do you remember when Leao was linked to Juve? Thank God that didn't happen. Yeah, thank God. Sardar is more fit for Milan, but greedy Zenit wants more money. Okay. Zardar's, from what I saw, is 28, 27. Usually a good age. No disrespect here, you people. Manchester United is a great club. Okay. Or that Matt Law guy is actually a decent journalist if it's the one from the Telegraph. Well, what we read earlier was nothing but clickbait. Whatever happened to Romagnoli's deal? It's gone silent for now. So we shall see what happens. Roy, do you think Theo should get a yellow in tomorrow's match? Honestly, Christian, my honest opinion, he should try and not get a yellow tomorrow, and he should not try and get a yellow against Juve, and he should not try and get a yellow against Inter. Actually, he can get a yellow against Inter, because then after Inter, we have 3 on paper easier games. He should try and play all 3 of these games. He should really try hard. That's what he should try and do. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it. Just found out that if Ancelotti wins the league with Madrid, he'll be the first manager to win all top 5 leagues. I thought he already won a La Liga with Real Madrid. He didn't? I'll happily take Zaniolo if Mao doesn't want him. Yeah, 100%. Shevchenko getting sacked is pretty harsh given how hard his schedule of matches were. Yeah. Well, listen, guys, we're good. We did 1 hour today. Milan Daily. We went over the news. So, quick recap. we know the team that is playing tomorrow. Ibra, guys. Ibra probably going to get a few goals. So let's hope for a good performance from the boys tomorrow. Castillejo being linked to Sampdoria. Benacer might be coming back sooner rather than later. Kessie not having a great tournament. So we went over decent news. We know that January 20th, after the last 10 days of January, are going to be crucial. So, guys, tomorrow we are going to do a watch along, and then we are going to have a post match. So join us for the watch along. It's going to start 30 minutes before the game. We're going to go over some news just before the game into the watch along, and then the post match with Laert and company. So be in tune for that. Okay, I'll read the last comments here. Ancelotti over Mourinho. Forza Milan. Yeah, Sarda just turned 27 and target man. He's a youth. He looked up to Libero too. His style is similar to him. Milan offered to get him a year ago and asked for more, and Milan couldn't afford him. Okay, well, let's see what happens in the market. Dybala, guys, let's watch out for what happens with Dybala. That's a hot topic, and let's see if Milan do get a defender, and let's see what's happening with Fiverr also. Let's see what's happening. So, guys, tomorrow's a new day, Monday, new week. I wish you guys all had a great weekend. Hopefully you have an even better week. Forza Milan. Let's start tomorrow off with a good game, and let's fight. Let's fight for the Scudetto, guys. Let's fight for the Scudetto. I'll see you next time. Arrivederci. Ciao. Forza Milan.